Hello, welcome to another Twin Flame Tuesday. This will be my usual, where I do the Divine Masculine, the Divine Feminine, the Shared Space, and then I'll pull oracle cards from my Divine Romance deck. Normally, I would also pull some other oracle cards, but I don't think I'll have time for it today. So let's get to it. Spirit, what do you have for this particular Divine Masculine that you want me to read for? All right, Queen of Swords reverse, clarified by the Knight of Swords. Oh my God, Knight of Wands reverse. So this Divine Masculine is definitely not feeling like clear about if he should move forward or not. With this connection, you know, he might feel like he doesn't know really the truth on if she's, you know, the one for him or not, is what I'm picking up on. Let's see what else. And he doesn't feel like that clarity on not only if she's the one for him, but like if he should bother like approaching her or not. I'm like envisioning him like sort of thinking, like talking himself out of the connection, like these thoughts and feelings don't mean anything. All right, so this must be a newer wave of twins that I'm picking up on. Thank you. Yeah, the Six of Swords reverse, clarified by the Three of Swords. Yes, so he can't move on though. Like he's missing Divine Feminine. He's heartbroken that whatever went down between the two of you, I'm getting, you know, between the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine, I'm getting that, you know, it must have been like an argument. And again, in case you don't know, Divine Masculine doesn't necessarily have to be male and Divine Feminine doesn't necessarily have to be female. I just say that to keep this as clear as possible. But like, so he's heartbroken, right? But he can't move on. He can't move on from Divine Feminine and this connection. But yet, despite that, he's still, you know, the logical mind is trying to, the ego is trying to talk him out of it, right? Because that's what our minds do. They try and talk us out of people, places, and things that will cause us to grow. Interesting. The Two of Cups, clarified by the Six of Wands reverse. So again, like Divine Masculine feels very much connected to Divine Feminine and wants to Divine Masculine, you know, wants to, you know, unite and partner up with Divine Feminine, but he's just really afraid that it's not going to be successful, that there'll be another, you know, ending, another fight, argument. Divine Feminine won't trust him. Moon reverse, clarified by the Two of Wands reverse. Jeez. You know, the Moon reverse is all about releasing fears and illusions. It's about also what is unseen becoming, like being brought to the surface. You know, and the Two of Wands is about, well, making a choice. You know, you have a path to choose. Make your choice. You know, where do you feel more divinely led to go? Which path do you feel called to? Again, whether that's a person or a place or a job or whatever. I feel Divine Masculine is really reflecting on the choices he's made that have led him to this path. Again, I'm just still getting that image of like a guy sitting on a couch. This might be for somebody. The guy I'm seeing in my head, he's, I think, Mexican. Like, he's Latino, a little bit heavier set, you know, got the goatee, like a shaved head, wearing a white t-shirt. And he's sitting on his couch, just like really, you know, bothered, like thinking about Divine Feminine. I see him just kind of like, you know, doing this, like he's thinking about Divine Feminine, but still trying to like talk himself out of it. But he's also, you know, sitting there contemplating, thinking about like why, you know, possibly why did he make the choices that he made that pushed Divine Feminine away and caused this, and this may have been a repeating pattern for Divine Masculine before he even met Divine Feminine, that he would basically sabotage his connections. Let's see, what else? Okay. The Hermit reverse. Well, 10 of Cups came out with it, so 6 of Cups. Okay, so this completely confirms what I was just saying. Like, yeah, he's sort of refusing to go inside and really, he's like avoiding the journey that Spirit's calling him on to start looking deep within and looking at his own actions and subconscious patterns and behaviors and reasonings and things like that, his conditioning, the things that keep him from the 10 of Cups that he really wants. And again, you know, it was clarified by the 6 of Cups. So, you know, childhood memories, like it's something with this Divine Masculine stems back from, like with everybody, right? All our conditioning starts in childhood. Birth and childhood and even the womb, you know, like there's stuff from the past that he's thinking about. He's thinking about the painful memories, but then he's not pushing himself further to start really dissecting those things and how to undo those conditionings that cause his patterns to sabotage you know, real unconditional love. So again, I feel like this is a very new wave of twin flames. Like, y'all must have just met, I'd say within a year or less. This is probably your first or maybe even second or third, you know, separation, but still feels like a very new, where, you know, Divine Masculine has no clue, like, what's happening and what's going on. Let's see. 6 of Pentacles reverse, clarified by the Page of Wands. Bottom of the deck, 7 of Pentacles reverse. So, again, you know, what I'm hearing from this is that Divine Masculine needs to, he needs to think about why he's always so ready and excited to jump into things that he's not ready for. That's what I heard. like he's in a rush to jump into things that he's not ready for, like, you know, commitment. And with the Seven of Pentacles reverse, yeah, it's like when he does that, he's creating an investment in a harvest in the wrong ways. Like that lack of consciousness, that immaturity, that egotistical way of living is just gonna reap a harvest of unfulfillment, like dead ends, failure, negativity. Like it's just gonna reap a negative harvest, right? Illusion. All right, let's see now for the Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine Spirit, the Divine Feminine to this Divine Masculine. What do we have? The Emperor reverse, clarified by the Queen of Pentacles reverse. So, I don't think Divine Feminine sees the masculine. I mean, the Emperor is the Divine Masculine, but I don't think she sees him as controlling. Although I guess manipulation is a form of control. So manipulative, yes, but not like downright controlling. But with the Queen of Pentacles reversed, you know, she's somebody that takes care of her loved ones, herself and her loved ones. So, but it's in reverse. So Divine Feminine feels like Divine Masculine is manipulative and doesn't care to take care of anyone but himself and his own wants and needs. So it's good that Divine Feminine at least recognizes the toxic behavior, right? That's the start, is recognizing that it's not, you know, healthy. Seven of Pentacles, clarified by the Empress reverse. So you know, that's good. I feel, even though the Empress is reversed here, I feel this is saying Divine Feminine just wants to focus on growing herself, but also I'm feeling that, you know, she's disappointed in this time that she's having to wait. And I think she feels that the time and love and energy she gave to Divine Masculine is has been like a waste of time. And even though she recognizes this is, you know, toxic patterns from the masculine, like not a healthy dynamic. It's still affecting her self-worth a little. She's still feeling a little less than. Like, if I was so great, he probably wouldn't be acting this way. And it's interesting that we have the Emperor and the Empress out, but both in reverse. So we just need to flip those around. And it's kind of like the divine feminine, then what I'm seeing is, you know, with the divine masculine and the divine feminine, it's like, imagine two columns with both filled with liquid, and, you know, the divine masculine will be filled too much and the divine feminine will be filled too little. And it's all about, you know, pouring one into the other so that the amount of liquid is even and equal in both sides, you know, so that the masculine energy and the feminine energy are equal. With these both being in reverse, it's like the divine masculine is way too much in his head and divine feminine is like way too much in her feels, and, you know, like getting really upset about this and obsessive about this. So again, it's like we need to even out the energies for both of them, really. And we saw that here with the divine masculine. It's just way too much in his head about the connection itself. So, like I said, I'm feeling that even though she recognizes this is like, that he's got issues, that divine masculine's got issues, she's still like feeling obsessed. And yet, even though she knows, she's kind of like, she doesn't want to wait, and she's disappointed that she already has to wait. But the fact that she's even wanting to wait for this person that she recognizes as toxic shows she's got some work to do. Oops, too many, sorry. Two of Wands. And the Ace of Cups reverse. Let's see what the box. Oh my gosh, how funny. And then the Six of Wands reverse. So they're mirroring a lot here. Like, look, she's got the Two of Wands upright. He had the Two of Wands reverse, but in the same positions, they both had the Six of Wands reverse. So she wants to choose what's best for herself. And divine feminine at least recognizes again that she needs to pour that love back into herself, because she at least realizes that this connection will remain unsuccessful unless she just keeps doing that. Like, that's the only way there's going to be progress, is if she works on herself. But I feel then she's also kind of going to be going through the thing that all twins go through, at least divine feminines. I don't know if my counterpart can confirm the same, but you know, where it's like you kind of, she's going to reach a point though, I think, where she's not going to be, at least not focused on this connection, not interested in it as much. Like, she realizes she needs to move on, basically, is what I'm trying to say. She needs to move on because this isn't, you know, waiting around for somebody who's selfish and manipulative. It's just never going to go anywhere, and she has to choose better for herself, even though she might not necessarily want to. We got Queen of Cups and Temperance, and then clarified by the Three of Pentacles here. So again, you know, the Queen of Cups, she is very loving, she is intuitive, she is compassionate, she is focused and very nurturing, and affectionate and you know, just a very strong feminine energy. But she lets her emotions get the best of her. She's not the wisest. She really operates more from how things make her feel. And so I feel she's really, or at least spirit, not even her. I feel she's going to be coming into a period, or already is, where spirit, this is that balancing that I was talking about, you know, the cups, the liquid being poured into both sides so that the masculine and the feminine can be balanced out. And so I feel this is what Divine Feminine is really about to go through and experience, the balancing of those energies. You know, and it's clarified by the Three of Pentacles, which with that, I'm even getting, you know, the whole twin flame dynamic is, it's a relationship between the Divine Feminine, the Divine Masculine, and Spirit, you know, and they work together in a sense. You know, this balancing is happening so that the three of them can actually operate together in, you know, harmony, because twins have, there's a mission for twins, whatever they are, like, you know, and it requires them both being in balance with themselves and with spirit in order for that to really come to pass. With that said, they're meant to sort of work on things separately, although I also hate all the rules of twin flames because my own connection doesn't abide by those twin flame rules at all. But it's like these two aren't going to be able to work together properly unless their energies get in balance. And so that's what I feel Spirit's doing. And Spirit works on the Divine Feminine. They say it works with the Divine Feminine work first because she is the subconscious. But I believe really it's both of them at the same time because they're connected, right? But again, it's different for every connection. But most cases, Spirit works on balancing out the Divine Feminine, and then that carries on over through to the Divine Masculine. So she's going to be going through, you know, Divine Feminine's going to be going through a change that'll really change the course of direction that this connection is going in right now, of, you know, separation and you know, preventing it from staying that way and being kind of on hold longer than it needs to be. Especially now that we're in the age of Aquarius and like shit's speeding up, you know. I feel Spirit wants people getting into their divine alignment with themselves and their counterparts a lot faster right now because we see how ugly the world is, right? And there's only one way that's all gonna change, is with love and personal ascension. Queen of Swords, Knight of Cups reverse. So with that said, well, and then clarified by the Chariot reverse, that after Divine Feminine goes through this healing process, I feel it's going to be a while. Divine Feminine, even though I was just saying things are speeding up, I think it's going to take at least a few months of balancing out the like obsessiveness and becoming more logical and like turning off the heart a little bit, like lowering the heart vibes a little bit so that the heart isn't screaming and crying and flooding out the mind, the rational mind, and preventing Divine Feminine from moving forward on starting, you know, whatever it is she wants to do. I feel she had made plans with Divine Masculine. Or I'm getting that she told Divine Masculine things like that she really wants to do. And that she wanted to do with Divine Masculine. I feel that's gonna change, where she's gonna realize, like, I'm just gonna go do these things myself anyway. And when her energies balance out and she's more, like I said, not obsessed about this person and this connection, and knows how to operate from both the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine within her, you know, she'll just be very decisive, and she won't accept like illusions being presented to her, like not even just, you know, potential suitors, even though I'm sure Divine Feminine will attract other suitors. But even just like job opportunities, friendships, she'll be able to basically assess the energy of, you know, partnerships, friendships, connections before they even get too close to her. So she'll just be very discerning, you know, and she'll stop things in their tracks if they don't feel right from the start. Whereas before, I think just like Divine Masculine, you know, how we had here, that he would jump into things before he was ready. It really was the same for Divine Feminine, because they mirrored each other, right? Like she would just jump into things because it felt good in the moment, and would completely ignore any sort of red flags in her mind. All right, what else? What else for Divine Feminine? Last pull for Divine Feminine. Strength reverse, clarified by the Queen of Wands reverse. Okay, Nine of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck though, so okay, so just like how the last pull for Divine Masculine was saying what he needs to really reflect on, you know, why he jumps into things prematurely that he's not ready for. I feel what Spirit's saying for Divine Feminine is you need to work on your confidence and feelings of self-worth. Like, you know, question, do you really believe you deserve better, or have you been accepting less than? Or on the contrary, do you feel entitled to, you know, whoever and whatever it is you want, without having to, you know, work for something? So either way, it's like there's a confidence and self-worth issue that needs to be addressed. Again, I'm getting the sense of like this Divine Feminine kind of always just wants everything to feel like a party and wants everything to always feel good. But if you're always chasing what feels good, I mean, you can be easily deceived by things that feel good or seem good, right? So definitely work on confidence, self-worth, and courage, you know, again, with what I was saying before too, like you maybe were afraid to go do certain things. So you wanted, if not your masculine to do these things with you, then you wanted the previous guy you were involved with to do them with you, or a friend. Like, you need to work on the confidence to go start and do things on your own, go travel alone, you know, be more comfortable with yourself, and be comfortable taking care of yourself is what I'm getting. And, you know, and that's what the Nine of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck is, a woman who is completely self-sufficient, you know, financially, mentally, emotionally, everything. Like, she's good on her own. You know, she doesn't need somebody to take care of her. And so that's what you need to work on. All right. Then for the shared energy, Spirit, what do we have for the shared space for... I can shuffle these. What do we have for the shared space for these twins? The Divine Feminine, by the way, that I kept seeing with this is like a darker complexion with like kind of like wavy curly-ish hair, like yeah, like more African American. Four of Swords reverse, clarified by the Ace of Swords. So I feel that as of right now, you both counterparts are feeling anxious. Anxious because they don't have clarity, the clarity they want. With Divine Masculine, it's him wondering, why can I not move on from this person? And why did I ruin this in the first place with her? It's, you know, again, where is this like connection going? And feeling like she, you know, needs him. So a lot of restlessness about the clarity of this connection. Oh, this one had 3 come out. Interesting. Okay, we've got the Nine of Pentacles, the Chariot, and Judgment. Well, that's good. I mean, if that's in the shared space, that's basically saying, like what I was saying for Divine Feminine. So this is like kind of representing the point where Divine Feminine will be healing, and then it'll carry on over to Divine Masculine, where, you know, they're basically both going to be just deciding to take care of themselves, and be determined to just focus on their own healing, their own growth, doing what it is they want to do. And I think they'll both reach a point where they're going to just trust that if this connection really is meant to be, then it's going to either resurrect and be reborn, or it's just going to stay dead and over, but that it at least was something that helped them to grow and change into a better version of themselves, which is really what the whole, you know, twin connection is about anyway. And that's a great place of acceptance. I mean, that's like ultimate acceptance, when you just really let go of wanting the outcome to be you and this person being together, and just accept like that they were just in your life to help you grow and change. That doesn't necessarily mean you'll get into union with that person, but it's definitely healthy for the connection, right? You got the Hierophant, I was gonna say the Magician, the Hierophant reverse, and the Seven of Pentacles again. So all three sides have the Seven of Pentacles. What else? And both had the Six of Wands here, but all three parts have the Seven of Pentacles. So a waiting energy, a waiting for things to make sense. But the Hierophant reverse is about, you know, the changing of old beliefs, old traditions, conventional beliefs, all that sort of thing. Like, it's when it's reversed, the Hierophant, you know, both their beliefs are changing about, you know, their subconscious beliefs of the way this should have gone or what this means. Again, for Divine Masculine, it's going to be the changing of his beliefs, of really recognizing why he behaves the way he does. For Divine Feminine, it'll be, you know, her changing her own toxic ways of being very obsessive and needy. Like that Queen of Cups, she's very clingy and needy. And just, again, like making the most of this time while they wait, believing that this time that they're apart, you know, is going to actually be worthwhile, even if they don't know if they're ever going to reconnect. But I really feel deep down that both believe they're going to reconnect again someday. I just think they think it's probably a lot further off than they may realize. Did I say that right? What I meant to say was that it's closer than they think. They think it's that they'll reconnect way off, you know, many years from now, but it's actually not that far off. Like I said, it feels more like a few months versus years here. All right, Spirit, may I have a Divine Masculine and a Divine Feminine message for this connection, please? All right, we've got this one. So this would be the Divine Feminines speaking to the Divine Masculine. It's card number 58 out of 60, so it's very near union. Like I said, closer than you think. It says, but now I have grown and become a bride, and my love for him has made me a tower of passion and contentment for my beloved. I am now a firm wall of protection for others, guarding them from harm. This is how he sees me. I am the one who brings him bliss, finding favor in his eyes. My bridegroom king has a vineyard of love made of a multitude of followers. His caretakers of this vineyard have given my beloved their best. What I was getting from this is when he says, this is how he sees me. I am the one who brings him bliss, finding favor in his eyes. I almost feel like that's what the Divine Feminine is. Like, those are her words of affirmation that she's using to, like, manifest this connection back. But I also feel it's saying, like, her higher self is saying to Divine Masculine that she really still sees the best in him, despite, like, all the toxic ways. What else? Divine. Now I need a Divine Masculine card. Thank you. This is card number 14, Divine Masculine to Divine Feminine. Arise, my dearest, hurry, my darling, come away with me. I have come as you have asked to draw you to my heart and lead you out. For now is the time, my beautiful one. The season has changed, the bondage of your barren winter has ended, and the season of hiding is over and gone. The rains have soaked the earth and left it bright with blossoming flowers. The season for singing and pruning the vines has arrived. I hear the cooing of doves in our land, filling the air with songs to awaken you and guide you forth. So with that, I feel it's like it's divine masculine spirit saying to divine feminine, like, now's the time, now we need to go on this inner journey, right? Like I was saying, that she's about to really embark on the letting go of the connection as best as she can and really healing her own inner divine masculine and divine feminine energies. And this is what his spirit is saying to her, like, that's the time to, you know, spirit's going to guide you forth on this journey, this healing journey, and really both of them, right? So that's the twin flame message I have for you. Hope it helps, and I'll talk to you soon.